Did you know that the Portuguese were so close to invading the Kaaba, but the Muslims managed to defeat them at the last moment? You see, during the Age of Exploration, a bunch of European empires began exploring the oceans, conquering new lands, taking control of trade routes, and making their kings rich. And one famous Portuguese explorer by the name of Vasco da Gama wanted to find a trade route from Portugal to India via the ocean in order to go around the powerful Muslim empires that were in the middle. In 1948, he managed to go all the way around Africa and reached the east coast of India, invading and carving out a peace for the Portuguese Empire. But there was a problem. The Muslim empires were a little too close for comfort. And even though the Muslim navies weren't as advanced as the Portuguese's were, Muslims have a history of challenging and defeating more advanced superpowers. So in 1517, the Portuguese decided to invade the Red Sea and control the waters between Africa and Arabia, cutting off trade in the region. And what's worse is that Hajj season had started and the pilgrims were making their way to Mecca. Now, all of a sudden, the Portuguese were in the area and they began bombing Jeddah. It was the last city of Muslim strength and the gateway to Mecca. And if it fell, the Portuguese would have control of the Haram. The people of Jeddah fought valiantly against the Portuguese, blasting their ships with huge cannons, and even the Hajj pilgrims that could make it joined in on the war effort and helped in any way they could. And then something happened. A ship could be seen from the distance, and then 2, and then 5, and then 15, and then a whole fleet of warships under the command of Salman Rais, a fierce soldier who had been in the command of both Mamluk and Ottoman navies. And when the Portuguese saw this, they knew they had lost. They quickly retreated and the Muslims secured the Red Sea once again. And when the Portuguese tried to invade the Red Sea again 8 years later, he was back in action and kicked them out for good. He even followed them back to India where they had their original colony and started fighting for the Muslims over there. And as always, like and follow for more Muslim facts.